Welcome, welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I appreciate you and I thank you for joining me on this very quick program. I've come once again to speak on the matter that concerns us as Biafrans, as we have always done. That we will continue to speak and tell the world what is going on in Biafran territory. No matter the propaganda or blackmail that they are pushing against us, we will not allow them to strive. First of all, before I go into this program, I want you to know that in this platform where you are watching this program, it is a platform that stands with the Biafra Republic of Government in Exile. And in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't preach hate. We don't attack any individual. Neither do we attack any race or religion. In this platform, we say it exactly the way it is, bringing the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world. That is what we do. That is what we will continue to do. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, I welcome you once again to this very amazing program. It's going to be a very quick one. There are a lot of things that are happening in Biafra land today that we need to be aware of. So many things are happening. The contraption called Nigeria is planning a hell lot of evil. As we all know, the contraption called Nigeria are always plotting one thing or the other against the Biafran people. And we know them with all their strategies and plans. One thing I have to remind every one of you that is watching, if you are truly a Biafran, or if you're not a Biafran, you are from other part of the world, you are from other ethnic groups, I want you to get into your head that we, the Biafran people, has nothing to do with Nigeria anymore. So whatever you're organizing that has to do with Nigeria, either a protest or whatever, do not include the Nigerian people. Don't. Do not make any attempt of including the Biafran people in any Nigerian project. Either Nigerian protest, it does not matter what the protest is for. As long as it has that tag, Nigeria, don't get Biafrans involved. We will not be part of it. I don't know why it is so difficult for you to understand. We keep on reminding you. And for the Biafran people, we have learned lesson, and we learned in a very hard way. And I don't think there is anything more to learn. But if you choose today to sell your conscience out, you will definitely pay for the consequence of your actions. As it stands today, every one of us know what the zoo stands for, what their plan is. And we don't need to be told, we don't need to be begged or preached to understand the situation of things as it stands today. We, the Biafran people, have already made our choice. And our choice is that we are going to pursue our independent nation, to be on our own and pursue our destiny. That is where we stand, and there is no going back. So anyone that is trying to organize anything called protest and you're trying to drag Biafra into it, you have just failed, because that is a wicked move. From their conventional media, in one of their media houses, we saw in one of their interaction where they were talking about their so-called protests, which is going to be held next month, as they said. And in that protest, they are trying to let us know that the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is included in that protest. Whoever is trying to push that agenda, you better stop. Anyone that they are using to push that evil agenda should better stop. We have suffered enough in the hand of the zoo. We can never, ever be used as a scapegoat anymore. The Biafran people have tried on several occasions to make sure there's a level playing field. We have tried on several occasions to see if there will be a sane country where people can be able to strive and grow at their own speed, where there will be equality. All we have been asking for is for our rights. But every time this move is being made, it is being met with a lot of hate. It's been met an attack with a lot of force, and it has never seen the light of the day. Instead, it brings death to the Biafran people. On several occasions that we have tried to see if there can be a sane country where people can live as one, it has never worked. And it will never work. After trying on several occasions, the very first revolution in Nigeria to save Nigeria, they changed it and they called it Igbo coup. Aguiyi came on board, tried to unify Nigeria and make it what it should be. They killed him, they took his life. Up to today, no stone is laid anywhere to remember him. They didn't stop there. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, also took them to Aburi to discuss regional government. They rejected it outrightly, and instead they brought war upon us, which took the life of many Biafrans. All this happens before our own very eyes. And up to today, nobody has been held accountable for that very crime. And somehow, someone is still trying to think that we are going to begin to join them in anything. Even our Supreme Leader Mazin Nandekano came up and called for referendum. They rejected the referendum. Instead, they want to take his life. And today, he is in prison because he called for referendum. And before you know it, they are going on different direction. And today, as we speak, our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is still standing on that referendum. And he made more steps. He went further to conduct the self-referendum by his own self. For the Nigerian government to do the needful and allow Biafrans to have their own independence. They don't want to pay attention. And today they declared war on Biafran people. They declared war on our territory. And lives are being lost. They called it the first one a jungle war. They said it's an asymmetric war. And it's still ongoing as we speak. They are hiding it. They don't want people to know about it. And after taking innocent life and destroying everywhere, maybe in a few years to come, they will come and tell you about referendum. We don't have time for such kind of nonsense anymore. The only project that Biafrans can pay attention to is the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. And as our Prime Minister has spoken, 2nd of December declaration is going to stand. It does not matter your propaganda, your blackmail, or whatever you say. It is going to stand. The declaration we made, and after the declaration, Biafra land will be defended in all fronts. And if you feel you want to stop it, prepare yourself, as Biafrans are preparing. If you are a Biafra, you better put your money where your mouth is. The defense of Biafra land, it's something that you must have to put in front of you today. There is no other project we have except preparation for the declaration of the independent state of Biafra. The self-referendum has been a very great success, and it's still ongoing as we speak. It's still ongoing. And after the self-referendum, the result will be called. Then the declaration we made. Fellow Biafrans that are watching. With all the things that are happening today, if you allow yourself to be deceived or distracted, don't blame anybody. The situation of Biafra is very clear. Nigeria has made it clear that Biafrans has no place in the contraption called Nigeria. They have said it in words, in action, in their deeds. I don't know what you are waiting for you to understand that language. We have understood their language clear, and we want them to understand our own language. That is where we are headed. And from December 2nd onwards, we are going to speak in the language that the zoo will understand. Wherever you are, you must begin to prepare yourself for what is coming. You must begin to prepare yourself. If you don't, you will have yourself to blame. Because what is coming is heavy. What is coming is very great. And it is unstoppable. It does not matter what you think or what you feel. What matters is what the Biafran people want. And the Biafran people have spoken. And they have told the world what they want. The whole world is watching, trying to see us and what we are going to do. Our allies are waiting. Don't be a disappointment to yourself. The release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom of Biafran people are two things in one. That is why when you see our Prime Minister issue a statement, he never separates two of them. These are two things in one. And anyone that is trying to separate the freedom of Biafrans with the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you are just trying to be mischievous. Those of us who are following events, who are solidly behind the Biafra Republic of Ebenezer, we can read between the lines. When our Prime Minister came out and he said, no one has the right to negotiate for either Biafra or Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It's a very clear statement. Very clear. If you have been dumb for a very long time, you never understand. After seeing that statement, you should know better. But because some of you continue to deny the truth, some of you continue to choose a cheap way. Some of you continue to look for an easier way to pass. But I tell you, there is no easy way to do it. The only thing you can do today is to accept the freedom of the Biafran people. I pity those of them who call themselves Biafrans and yet they are denying their identity. It is going to be too late if you don't wake up now. It is going to be too late. And you will have yourself to blame. I can bet you that the zoo knows that it has ended. The politicians themselves know. These criminals that parade themselves as politicians, it doesn't matter their religion. It doesn't matter their location. It doesn't matter their tribe. Everyone that calls him or herself a politician should not be trusted. And they know what is coming. That is why you see them, it seems as if they are speaking in one voice. And I have said it. Each time you hear these politicians speak in one voice, beware. Be very, very careful. Whenever you see them, it seems as if they are speaking in one voice. You must have to know that something is happening. Something is about to happen. You must know that something is about to happen. And then that is when you are supposed to be much more careful than you have ever been. But some of us don't seem to understand this. But I bet you, the earlier you understand this very fact, the better for every one of us. The evil of the politicians has been there for a very long time. These politicians will never change. And the only mission they have is to see that they jeopardize everything that has to do with you. Is to see that they take away your identity. Is to see that they remove the will of the people and put theirs. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are and whatever you do, you must always remember that there is no way out. Only one way. There is no two ways. If you are one of those who is searching for the easier way out, I bet you might be deceiving yourself. The earlier you understand that there is only one way, the better for you. The better for every one of us. The end has come. The only thing you can do today is to make sure you give your support to Biafra government. Today is Saturday. Fundraising will be going on today. You know, every Saturday is a special day for the Biafran people. Every Saturday, Biafrans come together to raise funds for the defense of Biafra land. Biafrans come together to raise funds to defend Biafra land. And today, that fundraising is going to go on. Wherever you are, join the fundraising. Support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria by making your contribution. The contribution is made online. You are not donating to Mazi Simon Epa, nor Mazi Nandekan, nor myself. No. You are donating to yourself. And you are going to generate your own receipts as you donate automatically. Keep your receipt. It is going to speak for you. After your donation, come to the Zoom and announce your donation if you so desire. If you want to make a silent donation, just make your donation. Keep your receipt. When the time comes, it will be needed. The restoration of Biafra you are seeing today is a cross that many people have carried. People have lost life in it. People have lost their wealth. A lot have gone into it, and there is no going back. If you are a Biafran at this stage, you are not yet aware of what is happening. At this stage, you are still waiting for someone to come and beg you to join the struggle. I am sorry for you. It is too late. But before you realize what has happened, it might be too late for you also. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, I appreciate every one of you that is standing firm, supporting our Prime Minister. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect you. Those of you who are making sure that the voice of Biafran people is heard. Those of you who are supporting in one way or the other, either financially, morally, in any way you are making your support, we are almost there. Don't give up. The only thing you can do today is double your effort. Don't give up. Whatever you are doing, double it. Increase your effort. And I bet you before you know it, we are going to be singing a new song in our motherland. No man is going to stop it. The time is very, very near. Do not be deceived. Do not be distracted. Don't allow any propaganda or blackmail to hold you back. We are going home. Thank you for joining me on this very broadcast. I appreciate every one of you. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every one of us. Remember, it is weekend. Stay safe if you are watching from Biafra land, and be security conscious at all times. Remember, on Monday is a special day for us, never changing until we get our freedom. Whatever you can do it while you have the time. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much and stay blessed.